Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Blindfolded Pottery series. During this video, I'll be making a pot with a blindfold on to test my skills and get some good practice. This week, this is my first pot of the day. Due to all this negative weather outside, my studio has been about 40 degrees, so I wasn't sure how many pots I would be able to make before all my hands and feet froze. Again, I am aiming for a 2-pound pot just because that's my average pot size, and I'm not quite used to this yet, but hopefully something cool will come out of this. I also tend to forget what shape I want to do until I'm halfway through an experimental pot, so I was trying to figure that shape out while centering the pot. And here, as I check the depth of the center of my pot, I seem to think I can see, so I start to look for it and realize I can't see, so it's time to put it back down. One thing I seem to do, even when I can see, is use my thumb and pinky while I pull the center open. And actually, it's helping me a lot right now to figure out exactly how wide I'm starting to pull against my bat and get a better idea of how stable it is as well. Overall, especially on the first pull, I started noticing that this one's pretty stable, so I want to do something that will push outward a bit, maybe a bowl. So with that thought in mind, now that it was a little bit pulled up, I started to slowly pull the sides out to get that bowl shape. When I do more angled pulls or something at a slightly different direction than I'm used to, I tend to lean with the pot as well. So here I'm trying to match my torso as much as I can to the angle I think I'm pulling at so that it helps me figure out where it wants to go. Here, I'm just trying to make sure there isn't a big puddle of water so that the bottom can stay very strong. So I am sponging out the water and compressing it down one more time just in case I missed something. Again, I sit up as if I can see it, realize I can't, and go back to checking. But here I'm starting to feel how thin the walls are and to see if I need to finish anything else out. At this point, I realize it would be nice to have some type of rim, so I'm just kind of using my fingers to shape that edge out and down. I also like to give my pots a little squeeze to make sure that they are staying stable and centered. And when I have a small foot like this, that the bottom isn't collapsing down around the foot. Now that I think I pushed it as far as I can, I'm starting to clean it up, double check some things, and see if it's ready to take off. I realized there's a little bit too big of a pool of water in the bottom, so I just wanted to get that out while it's easy to soak up. So here's the finished product. I can't wait to trim it and glaze it and see you guys next week.